Okay, who's the villain in this story? 8772 Radio U. There's a TikTok where it's a guy on a flight who the caption reads, this guy sat in a seat for 8 hours on an overnight flight to stop the people in front of him from reclining. He has his hands on the backs of the 3 seats in front of him.
Yep.
And apparently he did this an entire 8-hour overnight flight.
That had to have been the most uncomfortable position to sit in for 8 hours with your hands just on the backs of the seats in front of you.
You can't easily, if it's overnight, you couldn't really sleep that way, could you?
No.
So the debate is, who is the hero? Who is the villain in this story? Are there any heroes at all? Some people, I'm putting my cards on the table. Shockingly, to me, some people are praising this man holding the seat backs up as a hero. I think that's ridiculous.
Yeah, I think it's kind of crazy that this guy did this, and some people are like, yeah, stick it to them or whatever, because it's not their fault that these airplanes are made way too small with these seats that are super
Really
duper close together. It's the airline's fault. So don't get mad at people for using what is built into the seats to use, a reclining feature. It can be annoying. I get that. I used to go on like 16-hour flights from like South Africa to Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
Not fun to fly for 16 hours straight, but I would have to deal with this all of the time because, we were always flying economy.
Yeah.
But don't get mad at the people in front of you, and don't get mad at this guy. Obviously he's letting his frustration out, but it's the airline's fault.
I think it's you're right about that. Like the real villain in the story is the airline. But this guy is also ridiculous. I love the comment that says, I will make myself very uncomfortable to stop the people in front of me from making me slightly uncomfortable.
Exactly. Yeah, this is just taking it to an extreme, bud. Like, come on.
At least, I guess his thing is like, at least he feels like he's in control. If
someone's doing this, they are absolutely a control freak.
Yeah,
that is control freak behavior.
Also, they've lost control.
They're losing control.
This is the one thing they have left. This is that they can at least stop the people in front of them from reclining. I don't recline my seat on every flight.
Yeah.
But I really do not have a lot of time for the people that say you shouldn't recline your seat, because I feel, why? It's a function built into the seat. I should be allowed to use it if I want to.
Yeah.
And because I'm supposed to be uncomfortable, so you don't have to be. Like, who's making the trade-off? And I always say, if everybody reclined, then it wouldn't really be a big deal, right?
Technically, I think it just depends, because I've been on some flights where there was somebody that reclined like the entire time, and that just is absolutely annoying to me, because it's like, you don't need to be reclining the entire time. If you're gonna recline, I think you should do that when you're like sleeping or something, because if it's a 16-hour flight and your screen is right in your face the entire flight, and it makes it harder for you to bring your tray down and harder for you to get up, that can get really annoying quickly.
And I know it's like particularly people that are bigger are the ones that have a issue with people in front of them reclining, because it cramps them even more.
Sure.
But I feel like you're just going to be uncomfortable. Like, if you're slightly bigger than the average person, and even if you're the average person, you're probably just going to be uncomfortable.
Yeah, no matter.
And again, don't blame me.
Right, no matter what, the distance between the seats is uncomfortable, whether the seat is reclined or not. But certainly, a seat getting closer to you is not fun when you already feel like you're in a cramped space.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to try and argue that it's great when somebody's reclining in front of you. It's not. But I don't get mad at people for using a built-in feature.
Chris said, the true villain in the story are the people who make the decision to make the seats that way.
Yeah, it's the airline.
And I, though, after all this, I'm a solutions-oriented guy. There's people that like reclining seats on planes. There's people that don't think anybody should recline. So we split the plane.
Oh,
left side.
Reclining seats and non.
The seats do not recline. On the right side, the seats do recline. You get to choose. And either way, it's an upcharge.
I think I like that.
I think the airlines are really like that.
I think I like that.
The not reclining seat fee and the reclining seat fee.
I love that idea, because I would honestly, I recline so little, and I hate it when people do recline in front of me, that I would choose the non-reclining seats.
And I would choose the reclining side.
Yeah.
And we'd both be happy.
We'd both be so much happier.
It's Anchor and Braille on Radio U.